What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in. Today we'll be cleaning the decks and changing the blade on the 21-inch Toro and the 36-inch Bradley Standard. Hope you enjoy. Here's a quick shot of all the grass that was stuck to the bottom of the 21-inch. Now we'll start working on the Bradley. Just cleaning the deck. First, I'm going to throw it up on this jack, man. If you guys don't have a shop, as you can see, I don't have a shop. I just kind of work out of my shed there. This jack is perfect, man. It works so good. It allows you to lift your mower up, get under there, do exactly what we're doing today, changing blades, clean the deck, and even work on it with a lot more simplicity than trying to use a regular floor jack. If you only have a floor jack, I get it. Do what you have to do. But I decided to invest in one of these, and it was probably one of the better decisions concerning equipment that I've made up until this point. Now that we finally got this thing jacked up, let me get this grass out of the way so I can get under there and get to going. So as you can see, as we got this thing in the air, that deck is filthy. I usually try to do this at least twice a year. I don't think I actually had a chance to get it done 2 times last year, so it's pretty dirty under there, as you can see. So we'll go ahead and get these blades off and then get the deck cleaned out, and you'll get a chance to see how much stuff is actually under there. So as you can see, guys, when you're taking these blades off, they'll both spin at the same time. So you want to use something. As you can see, I have that 2x4 in there, that piece of 2x4 in there, wedging it in. And you also see, or as you also saw at the beginning, you saw me using the wrench and the socket before I actually put the drill on there. You don't want to put the drill on there too soon because those bolts get really tight. So you don't want to take a chance on stripping it out. So I would suggest, you do it however you want, but I would suggest that you use the wrench and the socket first, and then once you break it loose, then you go into using your drill. Now that we have those blades off, let's get to scraping. So it's very important, guys, to keep the decks clean for a couple reasons. The first reason, most importantly, is because that stuff, those weed seeds and the different type of grasses and different stuff like that, it transfers from yard to yard. So you'll have some customers who pay for all of your services, weed control, whatever they're paying for, fertilizer, different things like that. And then you'll have those customers that just want you to come and cut. So those customers that want you to come and cut, we all know those are the customers that have all the weeds and different things like that. And then the customers that are paying for all your services, they're getting the kickback from what's falling from your deck, from the yards that aren't receiving your services. So that's reason number one. Reason number two is because in our particular case, we have a mulch kit. So we don't use the chute. We have a mulch kit. So what happens with, in simple terms, the grass just basically as the blades cut it, it kicks up into the deck and it falls back down, and it just continues to kick it up and mulch it until it's small enough to fall down back onto the yard. So the more room that it has to operate, the better the mulch is going to come out, the better the kit's going to work, and the more fine it's going to chop up the small blades of grass before it falls back out onto the yard. So it just allows your equipment to work a lot more efficiently, and like I said, it keeps your deck clean, and helps with everything that comes with providing a good service to your customer. So just words to the wise. You do it however you like, but we find this to be very efficient for us. All right, we got the deck pretty much as clean as we can get it with that scraper. If we had a power washer, we can get it a lot more clean, but since we don't, this is gonna have to do. Check out how much grass came from under that particular deck. That is disgusting, but clean now. So here we go with the blade comparison. You see the old blade on the left, new blade on the right. Old blade got some chips in it, just pretty worn out. Once they get so bad, you can't have them sharpened anymore, so it's just better to get new blades. So that's what we did. We got the new blades. So as you can see, pointing out the chips in it, how it shouldn't look versus how it should. And that's going to give you that much finer cut. And it's going to look a whole lot nicer when you're done with that grass. So to actually cut the grass instead of just ripping it. As you can see from that close-up, those teeth are actually broken. So we know that mower wasn't doing a very good job cutting. It was just pretty much raking it down and laying it down. Look at those blades. They're terrible versus how they should look. Let's get these bad boys on this mower now. All right, so we've already started getting these blades put on the mowers here. So we'll go ahead and go back with the blade, and we'll use the drill to get it pretty tight. But then we'll go back and we'll make sure that it's as tight as it needs to be with the wrench and the socket. Once again, not taking a chance on stripping it. We'll use the wrench and the socket to get the right amount of torque on there. All right, let's get all this junk cleaned up, and then we'll go ahead and fire up the mower, make sure the blades are working well. That way we're not waiting until we get out on the job to figure out that we didn't tighten it enough and the blade flies off.